Hi, it's Lori from Girls in the Garden, back with part 2 of my Flower Power video tutorial. Here's the bag and all its full glory with all the elements to combine to make one big design. And in mySewnet, this was so easy. So let's talk about the first design. Here's the finished design. And in part 1, if you missed it, you can go watch. I talked about how I used applique font for the flower, eliminated the O, replaced it with a petal, and how I used Encore for these elements where I could keep them straight and in a row. Today we're going to talk about this portion of it right here. So we can talk about how I got that because the curve made it a little bit more difficult to do it in Encore. So we'll go to this, and this is where I saved it periodically as I was creating it. So I went to Super Design, and I used this one, I believe, and I modified it. But for today, for the length of the video, we're not going to modify it. I'm going to go 23 and hit apply. And then I put it in the top part of this R, and it fits good. So I knew that same size could go down here. So if you right click, you can just duplicate it and you can move it right down here. This part is a little thinner, so I went up and did the same design and went about an 18. That might be a little big, but you can, as you do it, you can adjust your sizes. Put it in there, duplicate again, and there we go. And I use my up and down arrows as I spoke before because you can really control it with just a little bit of spacing. And I feel like I'm more accurate than using my mouse. And lastly, I want to add power down here. So I'm going to lettering. And I picked this font and had it ready to go, but you can drop down and pick whatever font you want in script or whatever kind of font you want. And I'm going to go about 30 and hit apply. So I just dropped this right down in here. You could put it wherever you wanted, centered it, but I liked where it was off just a little bit and to the very edge of the hoop. And after I did that, I went home. I selected all. I'm not going to do it since this is my save in progress. Combine. And also then once you combine it, you can color sort it and center it in the hoop. And then I sent it to my machine and I also saved it. So there you go. Flower Power, and how fun it was to create. I hope you play with it in any kind of word you want and pick elements of what you'd like, Super Design or your own creation to make a design all your own. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy mySewnet as much as I do.